Stress test season is here. Here we go. No Mike, no Greg. We're doing it solo. We're getting after it. Let's do this, guys. Right? Not going to be a long stream, but I figured let's try and do this. Who do we got in the chat? Ryan B, Aaron Borland, Gurjot, Afofo in the building. The whole squad is here. Look at this. The community is showing up. I figured why not go live? Let's try and deal with this stress test together. I'm going to share screen so we can have it up at the same time so you don't see my mug the whole time. And let's have fun together, right? So here we are. We got WNBA Run It Back tomorrow. And I'm not seeing the stress test. Where am I? I need to join, right? I need to join. What is happening? Let's see. Do I go under packs? Where are you guys joining the stress test? It's not this. This is the starter pack. Did I miss it? Do I need to pull up the first mint to help me do my job? Probably, right? The community is saying just go to packs. Let's go to packs. I'm not seeing anything. How about if we go to this? Nope. Still this. Not what we need. Refresh the browser. I just opened this tab up. Did I miss it already? I don't know what's happening. All right, there we go. Thank you. Simple as that, right? Moron. What do you want from me? We're going to join the waiting room. Got that 100 collector score. And we're here waiting together. 20 minutes to stress out together, right? Let's get it. So Topsy Kretz is here. Rick Souls is here. We got a lot. Miklo. Shout out Miklo from Blood In, Blood Out. One of my favorite movies ever. All right. We're waiting, guys. Have you joined? Make sure to join. There's been, you know what I want to talk about while we're waiting, and I'm going to leave this up because I'm not comfortable being full screen the way Mike is. You know, he's a comedian. He's out there. Also, shout out Twitch Gang. Perk. Love to see it. Twitchy Gang. There's been a lot. I feel like there's been some activity, and there's been some activity in particular from the Team Hold community in the marketplace. So we know Mike purchased he made a couple of purchases. He did an Anthony Edwards. He bought a Vince TSD. He finally just joined the Vince ownership with myself and Greg. We're super stoked to have that one, and it's awesome. Glad he's in the building and part of the crew. The Anthony Edwards, which I also had and I love. He was going between that and a couple other things, and I really am. I'm pretty bullish on Edwards, but you know, we made some purchases. I bought MPJ. I asked him, and I'm curious what the community thinks. I had the opportunity of, do I get the Anthony Edwards, or do I get the Michael Porter Jr., or do I grab Donovan Mitchell? And I know Real Rad Dad in the marketplace in our Discord. Make sure to join Discord if you're not. I'm pretty sure everyone is a Discord member in here. He was like, Mitchell, this is the price. I actually love the moment way more than I do the MPJ one, but I don't know. I'm pretty bullish on MPJ, and I know Mike is as well. His ceiling for this season, I think, is just going to be huge. Also knowing it's going to be very high. Also knowing that Jamal Murray's still going to be out for quite some time, I think he's going to have that opportunity to climb. Whether or not it's a long-term hold, I don't know. I believe in MPJ, that's for sure. And I like that it was at a 1530, which was nice. It was slightly less expensive, although I probably should have bought it about 2 weeks ago. I just wasn't paying attention. I thought I had everything I needed, to be quite honest. And then I remembered, oh yeah, MPJ, I don't have it. There was 2 listed at 650. I could probably bring up another tab. In the meantime, we can take a look at it because it's fun to talk about stuff. It's fun to talk about what is happening in the market. And I want people, if you have been buying anything, let us know in the chat. So Rick did not sell his WNBA moments, which I know he had talked about doing. He's still holding on to it. And yeah, Top Secrets. Imagine not knowing. I was surprised that he didn't have one yet. But to answer your question, Rick, no, he had a crypto dad and he moved one. And he's still bullish on crypto dads, but he is obviously, there's a reason why we started the show, and it's because of Top Shot. So I think he just reinvested that money and did what he had to do. Thank you so much. It's great to be part of the MPJ club. Perfect cereal. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. Also, this is just for me, by the way. If I didn't get to finish last night's episode, but I did see This is spoilers for my MTV Challenge fans. I did see his ass get the boot, and you know what? Deuces, kick rocks. Also, Josh, like, you're just an absolute mess. You are the biggest drama. But Fessy out the door, deuces. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I am happy to see him go. All right, I'm going to try and pull up the marketplace because I do want to talk about. I want to look at some of. I'm talking about the purchases that we made, and it's only because that's what's recent in my head. But I do want to talk about everything else in particular. So this was sort of the MPJ thing, right? 650. So I'll just give my reasoning because you're curious. Hey, we made a big purchase. What's going on? 650 is the price. It kind of climbed back up, but what I noticed here was that there's one other at 650. So there was two at 650. I made mine, and then it jumps from once those two are gone, we go to 699, then 750. I just felt like this train was going to leave, and I didn't feel comfortable getting into the $788 to $800 range for this moment. So I tried to get in before it was too late, and then it just goes bonkers, right? But we're basically, it was 3 total before we got to 750, and I felt comfortable getting in there. Let's take a look at Vince because I'm curious where that has ended up. It's probably still my favorite moment on the site for good reason. I think 1,500 or 1,400. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. It's 123 for sale. Yeah, this starts to climb quickly too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 before you're at 1,600. It doesn't go wild, but you're still there. There's a triple digit for $100 more. Shout out Kobe System. Love to see it. But if you want a triple digit, that's not terrible. Jumping that 100. I'd probably do that. If that were me, I'd probably make the $100 jump rather than get this $29.68. But you do you, right? Then it starts to climb to 1,800 for 484, which is also probably not terrible. Some decent buys if you're in the whale season. If you're in the whale season, let me address the chat a little bit. Yeah, we the people. I guess a bit of whale sighting, but if you got a crypto dad, you're kind of just moving funds over, right? Yeah, Aaron Borland, I have no idea what's happening. When Mike, we have no idea. He's not coming. This is what you got. This is who you got, and we're stress testing together, right? Oh, look at this. Artemis. This is great news. This is the best news of the day. THT, TSD, love to see it. I'm up to 15. I purchased another one the other day. I'm up to 15. I'm guessing that, what are we, September? Maybe by the end of the month, definitely before the season starts. I think my goal is going to be to have over 20 for sure. So it's 5 more. Yeah, shout out to Schnapper. Look at this. This is what I love to see. Laker Nation. I think I'll be over 20 by the time the season starts for sure. And yeah, no, Mike is not doing it. You keep someone's going to tweet him and tag him. We're going to see him walking the streets of New York, just saying, "What's going on?" He can't be away. He can't be away. We've all learned that. But yeah, I love to see the THT purchases. All Lakers all day. Look, Nerdbird, you're the best. And as much as I'd love to do this, we can't. Mike G, Minnow Tank talk. Right now, we can get into it now. We're talking THT. It's $27. I think that's a good purchase. Shout out Beamer, who beat me in our fantasy football. I believe you beat me in that, and it was very close, and it was hurtful. It was hurtful, but I still feel good about my team. No, I don't know if we need this, Rick Souls. I appreciate it. I don't think I can hold it down the way Mike does, but I did this because there's a stress test, and there's been some action in the marketplace. So I don't want to leave up Vince for too long, although I do absolutely love that moment. And I would say, though, that Vince moment is one that, everyone's got those frames, right? I've been seeing those frames, like the Cool Cats ones and all that stuff. If I were to obtain one of those, and I've looked at the price and all that, it's pretty good. That's one I'd have on loop, probably, along with the Anthony Edwards dunk, which is phenomenal. I'd probably have those, but I just don't get tired of seeing that Vince one. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. It's also a weird time, right? Like that's when the NBA shut down because of COVID. It's just so memorable. I grew up loving Vince Carter, best dunker we've ever seen. Period. Can't argue it. If you try to argue it, you're incorrect. He is the best dunker ever of all time. So I think that's a moment I love to see. I just love, it's like there's a subreddit called NBA Awe, and that's one of those moments like, oh man, it's a beautiful moment. So I don't know. We can browse through the marketplace if anyone wants to look at stuff. What perfect cereal. Soldier Lakers timeout. I mean, yeah, you're getting timeout. Sorry, buddy. You sold your Lakers team set? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You know, Wes is actually getting off school right now. He has a half day. He might jump in. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but hey, Perk, glad to be of service. I'll be honest too. I was losing track of time as to when the stress test was happening. So I sort of also did it to be like, okay, I can stay on it because I could have easily been distracted and missed it. But yeah, Mike is a clown and he's washed. So yeah, we the people, that Vince moment, man, it just does it for me. I will say that Vince moment was like my first big purchase on Top Shot back in the day, probably in like early to mid Feb. That was like my first big, I'm going out on a limb, I'm spending this amount because of what it was. And this was before badges and all that kind of stuff. But it was just, I loved what it was. And so that was my first big swing, which was scary. Daniel says, Dustin, I have Bulls Lakers tickets in Chicago this season. If you find yourself in the Windy City this winter. Oh, wow. That would be amazing. If I can make it out there, I would definitely hit you up. I've been to Chicago, I think, just once. And it was awesome. But that's a very kind of you. Yeah, Perk, I do collect real cards also. I will say that I've cooled off a bit. I was making some purchases of cards and boxes and all that stuff when it was a little bit easier to get them, and then it just became an absolute nightmare, and I don't have time to do it. And then as of recent, there's just been too many. I think there's been too many releases of like Prism cards and Select that it's just making them less valuable. Also, like someone put up a tweet this a while ago, and it was like there was 85 combinations of Emmanuel Quickley's rookie card that was just insane, and you don't even know how many it exists. I think we looked at like Zion's Prism rookie card and Luca, and they were like over 20k PSA 10s, which to me is just too many, and that's just Prism. And then there's all the variations, so it soured me a bit. I think they're flooding the market, but you know, I do have some of them. I do like collecting them every now and again if I can do it for retail price and if it's easy to get. I don't mind having a few of them. So I think one of my big purchases too then was I got a PSA 9 Steph Curry because I think it's cooler to get something that's a little bit before all that Prism and Panini boom where there's just so many of a card. So I like owning a Steph rookie at that. It's PSA 9, but that's what I could afford. PSA 10 was wild. Where are we at? I know I'm going through the marketplace. I'll just probably go back to the thing. We're at 8 minutes. It looks like I'll pull the screen back up here. We can keep answering questions. So 8 minutes till the drop. Kemp for best dunker. You're right. That's probably the only potential argument. Sean Kemp was my favorite player growing up when I was a youth. Right, and I was a diehard Lakers fan. It was Magic and everyone, but Kemp was my favorite player by far. I had a Kemp jersey back in the day when I was in high school. I would agree that's probably the only argument you can make. People will say Michael Jordan. I don't think when it comes to dunks specifically, although he did some most iconic dunks. I still think it's Vince just on this. I don't think you can argue it. But Kemp, and I've mentioned on the show that I do. If there's a run it back moment that I really want, it's a Sean Kemp dunk. We absolutely need it. We need it. And yeah, the physical is flooded. That's the problem. And it's just become a pain in the ass to try and get stuff. Right. So, looks like we're having trouble streaming this to Twitch. Maybe an issue on Twitch's end is what I'm getting. So shout out Twitch gang. Sorry if you're getting some issues. Neek is in the convo. Yeah, Neek is there, but I don't think I still put Kemp above that. So Nerdbird, you're asking the wrong people for actual information. So I would suggest you to reach out to the First Mint because these are not questions that we can answer here on this show. Aaron Borland picked up tickets for the Wolves season opener against Houston. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Look, I'd love to make it out there. I don't know how that any of that would work. I actually do like the Wolves too, and this isn't like to pump you up, Aaron. Like I've said this before, and I know Mike's not big on D'Lo. I still like him. Obviously Anthony Edwards, but but Cat too. I think Cat's going to come out this season and try and prove that he needs to be in the conversation of one of the, top 25-ish kind of best players in the game. This one, I don't know. This is a tough question. The Lisa Dunk, I think that's going to be a super coveted one. So I would say that it's going to be up there in price. That's the one I'm hoping I get. I'm sure I'm not alone. Oh wow, look at this one. A Stackhouse run it back. I saw Jerry Stackhouse in New York. I don't know, it's probably like 23 or whatever, just wandering the streets by himself. Just happened to be, and it was a buddy of mine, Sean. We were just walking around and I see him. I've got this weird thing where I can spot a lot of people randomly, like celebrities and all this. Maybe it's growing up in LA or I've watched a lot of movies, basketball players. I saw him and I said, "Stack in the building," just shouted out something obnoxious and he waved. I do have a fun story though, that I don't think I mentioned, but at the Vegas Summer League, Mario, a bunch of us, the people are hanging out, Nacho Man, Randy Macho Man Savage, and Bobby from our crew went and had dinner. And we went, it was at the Cosmo. I can't remember the place. It was like a steak place. They had sushi and stuff too. It was a nice restaurant. I wanted a really good dinner. Sitting across from us, Steve Smith. Literally sitting right across from us, Steve Smith was there. So we did a little shout out Smitty and I tried to get a photo as he walked by. Did not happen. And then down the line, Amari Sotomayor was there eating. So that was pretty cool to see some NBA players. But it was one of those things again that I have a weird thing where I can instantly say, "Oh, there's so and so and there's so and so," and people were like, "Oh, I think there's some NBA players. I don't know who it is." And I looked and I was like, "Oh, it's Amari Stoudemire. That's Steve Smith," which was fun. This is a great take. Satoshi flowing on LeBron's ear. Oh man, I would love if Top Shot would do some of these sort of offbeat moments, right? I don't like. Could we get a Swaggy P missing the 3-pointer? Right? What does that go for? I would want that in my collection. Can we get some of these moments that are just really off the beaten path, that are a little bit different, that are funny? I don't know. I think it would be fun. What do you name that pack? What do you name a pack where it's those sort of things, right? Look, they're not going to do it, and I'm sure there's an approval process that has to go through the NBA Players Association and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think they're going to ever do that, but that would be really funny. That would be funny. Yeah, bloopers maybe. I don't know. I'd love if they did it, but Cat requested a trade. I thought he wanted D'Angelo Russell there because they're buddies, they're bros. And now he's like, you know what? JK, get me out of here. I mentioned this to Mike too. You know where I think I'd love to see him? Ship him off to Golden State. Send them James Wiseman and figure something out. Put Wiseman, put Cat with that team right now. That team is built to win right now. Cat is built to win right now. Wiseman, he's starting the season off injured. He's still got potential. Put Wiseman with Edwards. Let them play. Let them grow together. Right? How fun would that be? I would do that. I mean, you got to match salaries and all that stuff. Bring Cat to Portland. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Jordan Eyes close free throw. Yeah. Where he this is where he's talking to Mutombo, right? And that's a funny one. Then we're getting Nico Mannion talk here, Aaron Borland. What is happening? All right, what are we at? 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. So it's Brian Foster saying it's 25,000 packs. Thank you for providing actual information. I agree with this, Beamer. Break boxes are fun. I've done that a few times, and I hit a Tatum Donruss Optic rookie card in that. I ended up getting the Celtics in that break, and it was just like randomized, and that worked out. It was I think it was the last pack, and then because I was getting nothing, and then it was Tatum's rookie card for Optic, which was nice. Let's see. Cat has not. We got official statement from Aaron Borland, aka the Minnesota Timberwolves organization. Cat has not requested a trade. Thank you. See, Aaron would know, right? Wiseman, Wiggins, Moody, and Kuminga. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can keep Kuminga, but you probably got to include him, right? That feels like a win now move. And if you're the Wolves, I'd consider it. I know. Neil Diamond Hands. Great. Thanks for joining. You're welcome to come on the stream if you'd like. So everyone's busy. Those two guys are going out and hanging out for Greg's bachelor party, which I was not invited for. So everyone feel free to publicly shame Greg on Twitter and say, how dare you not invite Dustin to this? This is East Coast bias, right? Even though that Greg's on the West Coast, he's from Boston. They're both from Boston, and Mike's in New York. Greg lived in New York for a few years. This is East Coast bias. So I need everyone to tweet him and say, this is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You know, I was able to get one. I should probably, I mean, can we do that now? Is it at the same time? Do I have to try and go after both? I got the base one of that Tiger Woods, which I'm happy. And you know what? I'm holding it. I'm not going to sell it. And it's funny, on the local news, they were doing stories about the Tiger Woods one, which they didn't do for some of the other ones, which made me feel better, like the Gretzky and the Tony Hawk. Or maybe they did and I missed it. And then I saw ESPN wrote up a story about it. So I think that's a good sign for that one. It's Tiger Woods. Who doesn't want that, right? So I will look in the DraftKings marketplace in the meantime, because if I can get that, I'm excited about it. No, I'm not. This is not. I'm not anywhere near that, and I don't plan to be. Mike is the king of this. Mike is the absolute king. I can't even find where to go on this DraftKings thing, so it's probably an email, right? I'll just Autograph.io. That's the one. That's where I need to be, right? All right. What do we got? 34 seconds. It's coming down. Coming down to the wire. How's everyone feeling? I think I missed this Tiger Woods one. I can't pay attention to everything. It's too I'm gonna have heart palpitations here trying to juggle it all at once. 5 seconds, guys. Throw it in the chat when you get your number. Good luck, y'all. So 25K packs, I believe. Here we go. So nerve-wracking. I'm very curious to see what this number is. If like my number is like 400,000, wild. Wild. Nothing yet, making us wait. Trying to join Woods drop at the same time. Too much happening. Too much happening. Oh, 10K. Shout out 10K. We getting one. We are getting one. I'm not getting a Tiger Woods one. That did not happen. It's like, I don't even know what the price was, or the line number one. So I missed that one. That's fine. Whatever. I can stay focused on this. So 10K. All right. We're getting one. Rick Soul's getting one. Beamer's getting one. Aaron Borland's getting one. Stachunksta. The whole crew. I think, is everyone getting one? What's happening? Jamesy. Oh, Jamesy. Although I would stick around. You never know. I would stick around. Perfect cereal. Cake batter. Lloyd. Samosa. Mihao. Nerdbird. Look at this. Yeah, Neil. Sorry, no Tiger for me either, buddy. We could try on the next one, though. I think what I'll say on that one is, real quick, is that I'm going to definitely try for every single one going forward on the Tiger Woods one, regardless of price. Yep. Look at this. A lot of W's in the chat. A lot of W's in the chat. Ooh, Kevin C. Stay in line, baby. Stay in line. John Jones, no. I appreciate it, but hey, you did that, man. Good for you. Glad you're getting one. Look at this. Everyone's what's going on. This is awesome. All right. So are we ripping the pack live on the show if we get it? I don't know. This may take too long, and I have work, but I just wanted to see where everyone is on this. Look at John Jones is getting one. Neil Diamond Hands. Everyone ends up sleeping on the stress test in the middle of a standard work day at all time zones. That's fair. That's fair. Perfect cereal. They think, Kevin C, they think you're getting one. I would be shocked if you didn't. I feel like there's going to be some shenanigans that will drop you in there and you get it. So definitely stay in line. Mike is getting one. Is Team Hold sending text messages? What's going on? Let me ask them. Sorry, I'm getting multiple text messages here at the same time. Reveal all, John Jones. I will absolutely reveal all, but I don't think I can keep this going for the entire show. Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope not. Let's stay positive. I don't think we are. I think we're staying positive. Right? Did everyone complete that challenge, by the way? I know there was a lot of wheeling and dealing in the Discord. Well, someone forgot. Greg forgot. So, sorry, Greg. Yeah, did everyone complete that showcase? I only needed one moment. Shout out Meow. We did a trade and I got Aiton. But otherwise, I was good. It was good. Really want one of those packs. That'd be a nice win for holding some of those moments. I know, Dylan. I don't know what to tell you. And the face on your profile photo matches the mood really well. Well done. Yeah. Let me know if you guys are doing it. Daniel completed it and you bought a moment, right? Right. Well, hey, look, I'm not going after the end part. That's up to everyone else. She's going to donate those moments too, which is great. So open it on air, donate it, do what you got to do. But good for you getting the moment and trying to get it in there. $75 on the Edwards. That's not bad. Look, here's my take on that. You bought an Anthony Edwards, and we know that those. I'm assuming that's the 40K. We know that the mint count is going to go up substantially higher. So I don't think that's a terrible deal. I don't think it's a terrible deal. Ooh, 25, 125. Stay in line. I would. I think it's close enough to stay in line. $100 for Edwards. This man better become MVP. Well, you know what? He just needs to have all. Here's what I'll say. I'm pretty bullish on Edwards. He just has to throw down some highlights, a few highlights early in the season, and people will chase. They will chase that. He makes it into some Instagram feeds. He makes it into some Twitter highlights. He trends one night. You'll be fine. You could have spent $100 on like a Jalen Smith, right? Or a Jordan Wara. You got Anthony Edwards. So I think you're doing all right. Brian Foster is a sellout. And I'm just kidding. Take the money, man. Good for you. I was tempted to do it. What I do for work, I'm in marketing for a big company. I work on movies is what I'll say. Yeah. Love them both. Love them both. Soldier Anthony Edwards at 98, looking to buy back 50 soon. Here's my question, Sven. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I thought about that, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe 75, maybe 65, 50. I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong and people can get it back and that's fine. They can get their money, but I don't know. We're around the corner from the season and it was just too risky. I liked having it, so I didn't want to sell it. But yeah, slow line, Ricardo. This thing ain't moving at all, right? We're still not under 10K yet. James already got the pack. Good for you. It's going to be a while. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through the stream to open up the pack. We're 30 minutes in. Satoshi is up with Murs new music. So Murs he's got some new music. He actually just performed out here where I live. He was at a local brewery doing a cool little show. And it was the one day that I couldn't be there. He was in my city and I felt like a complete jerk. It was like 5 minutes away, but I happened to be in Manhattan Beach at that time. I had a shoot with some talent, so I couldn't be there. And I was there all day, or else I would have went. I would have been there. We could have been turning up, but I'm going to find time with him to come on. I'm going to find time with him. He needs to come back. I think he'll be excited once the new season starts, but we'll get him on there. Case like, would you prefer I didn't disclosure work? I mean, look, you can look at my Twitter account. You could see what I do. It's there. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn too. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's just like I try to keep things separate as much as I can, but like it's there. It's public information. What else? Colin said, sorry, chats are coming in. I think it'll likely dip. It's possible. And I didn't want to go through. I didn't want to have to sell it and then rebuy back. So, I mean, I probably could have sold a few of those and it would have helped out the MPJ costs, but I had some ETH, so I just moved it over. Not the end of the world. Right? Yeah, Mers is in SoCal. He lives out here. But what I meant by is that Southern California is very spread out, right? So him living, if he was out on the west side or whatever, no chance I'm going out there because it's super far. But he was literally in my city, so I was bummed that I couldn't make it, and I was on the opposite side of Earth, basically. If anything, going to show since 03. Nice. Yeah, I actually met him, and I think it was 1990. I'm going to date myself. 1996. This was at Project Blowed. Went to some shows there, talked to him there, met the crew, and it went from there. What's the best moment in the stress test? That's a great question that I don't have an answer for, unfortunately. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what's in these. I just wanted to line up. So maybe we'll find out together, right? What else? What's up with Madlib and Quasimodo? I don't know. Wish I knew him to hit him up. Don't know. But probably producing some fire beats. If you guys want to talk hip hop, I can do that all day. All day. I did buy Merz's album that he signed. I suggest you support local artists. I bought his 12-inch and he signed it and everything. So, Merz was like your history group project in 96. No, it was. Look, I was going. But that's when Project Blowed was popping off. If you know West Coast hip hop, Project Blowed was happening. Freestyle Fellowship, Living Legends were blowing up. He was out there, so he was slanging tapes at that time. Tapes. So. CJ McCollum, metallic gold spiking, 175, 270. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I like them, but I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know that I'd jump in it, is what I'd say. If I got it at 175 and it bumped, I'd probably sell. I don't think I need it. Right? Look at this. Got your pack. Congrats. This is a tough one. I've only listened, I think, half. There's been a few tracks on Donda that I've actually really liked that I was a little surprised by. Certified Lover Boy feels a little safe. I can't give a proper opinion here. Are you a Tom Cruise double? I wish I was. Shout out Mission Impossible. Dan, you know what's funny is, as I said that, I thought that in my head, but thank you for pointing it out to everyone. Yeah, see, I don't know. This is where my head was, but I got to really listen to it. You know what helped is when I was actually commuting and I would listen to stuff, but I haven't been doing that as much, so it's a little bit hard. And if anywhere I'm driving and the kids are probably there, so I can't really play it. Did I get the basketball post up yesterday? No. So I'm building a basketball court. We bought a court for the kids. My son Wesley's starting to get more into it, but it was missing a piece, like a crucial piece to get it, like to make it stand up. They have it's the wrong size screw, so I can't do it. I gotta do a little Home Depot action and get the right one. What a nightmare. I was ready to go, ready to put up some shots, get some slow-mo videos like Mike with this Tiny Tykes court, but me getting buckets. Line's finally moving. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Brian, I should have done that. I should have hired someone. But my wife is not about that life, though. She's like, don't be lazy and get it done, which is fair. And could hopefully give me an opportunity for the boys to help out. But they're just in the backyard with water guns shooting each other the whole time and not doing it. I wish it was a whole court. It's just a 10-foot thing. And our backyard's built a little weird, so there's not really a good space for it, but we're going to make it work. Now this I can show you. And we might even go full screen for this one. Here we go. Boom. Kobe. It's got the double auto. Kobe and Black Mamba. Love to see it. Let's get this back in place. Not as smooth. I'm not as smooth as Mike is with it. What else? Everyone else get their packs. How's MPJ treating you? He'll be better when someone buys that other one that's the same price and bumps the floor up. But regardless, I'm still happy I have it. Lakers in 6, always BK. Always Collins BK. Lakers in 6. Maybe even 5 for some series, right? Anyone taking those pack rip bets? Those pack rip bets for the, Lakers to not make the finals? I tried to get him to do so he said that the Lakers wouldn't make the playoffs, which I thought is preposterous. And I try to, he's taking bets, he's doubling down on it, which is, it's all fun and good. And you can bank on injuries and all that stuff. So I think it's a fair bet about not making the finals. But I tried to say, well, what about the playoffs? Because this is the one. He's like, well, 3-1 odds. And I'm like, whoa. You seem pretty bullish when you drop the Mike gif, right? Saying they ain't making the playoffs. I want a 1-1 to that. It's still good odds, 3-1. I know some of the people are going to take it. So it was just good fun. But, I had to defend my Lakers. Macy Woj getting a stress pack. Also, shout out Macy Woj, OG team hold member. Who we've not had in here in a long time. You got to come back on the stream. Especially when Mike is out. And just take over. Right? Rocket Silas era, you're going to be put on timeout. I'm going to give you a warning. That's it. What else? Where the buddies at? They're hanging out. Without me, which is not great. Not okay with that. Season getting closer. Just got an email from NBA TV rights holders here in the UK for a season ticket around $290. Yeah, we're getting there, Jamesy. We're getting there. There's obviously I follow every single Lakers Twitter account, but there was they're doing jersey numbers of how many days. So it was I think it's 18. It was Sasha Vujacic, 18 days until the Lakers play. It's obviously the preseason games. And then I think media day is on Monday for the NBA teams, which you'll see you'll start to see tweets of interviews with Westbrook and all that stuff. So everything's going to start going. Once that happens, we're basically at the start of the NBA season, because then everyone's going to ramp up their podcast. The Ringer's going to do their thing, start talking about stuff. Vegas has their lines of who's going to, how many wins. All the stuff is going to be happening. So we're there. It's NBA season. Yeah, shout out the machine. Sasha, man. He did well for us. He did his thing. Him and Devin George. No. This one is a firm no. None of that. Who's your NFL sleeper player this year? NBA. So the first one, I can't quite answer. I've been doing okay I'd have to look at my fantasy rosters. I can tell you who I like and who I picked up a few times. It's not really a sleeper, but I kind of like Jalen Hurts. I would say my one going into the season that didn't unfortunately happen was Cam Akers. I think he was going to have a big season, but I like Jalen Hurts a lot. Let me see. I can take a quick look at my team here, where I'm 2-0, I think, in a couple of leagues. Damian Harris, I think, is a little bit of a sleeper. He's been doing well. And this is just, I think, more for fantasy than anything in terms of a breakout player. I like Devonta Smith from the Eagles, too. So for the NBA, I think we've talked a bit about this, right? It's obviously THT, but there's guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, RJ Hampton I like. Those are some nice, and these are sleeper, right? Because you could say the most improved MPJ, etc. This technically they do, but if you were going to take the bet against Pack Rip, he said they do not count. You have to be 1 through 6, not 7 or 8. And Macy said she'll take Mike's spot. Absolutely. Next show, no Mike, only Macy. We're moving along. 2000. Gershon pack purchased. Love to see it. New Swami. All day. Were you an Eddie Jones fan? Is a real question. Lakers homer. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. Why not? Everyone loved Eddie Jones back in the day. Eddie Jones was awesome. Yeah, Mike Williams has been doing well. Yeah. Let's see. Someone from the Wizards. Rui. I like Rui a lot. Is this an opportunity for him to kind of step up? Maybe. Dustin just bring on someone from Marvel. Mike has no chance. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Bynum? Andrew Bynum return? Maybe. Lakers signing everyone. Bring him back. Nick Van Exel, man. Whew, love Nick Van Exel back in the day. What else, guys? What else do we want to talk about before we close up shop? I'm just gonna let that one live. Yeah. So on the jersey, it's from Panini, who he had an exclusive deal with. So there's like a sticker and a number and a whole paperwork that came with it. But this, if you're talking about this is the letter Dear Basketball, or I'm sorry, not Dear Basketball, but when it's like it was when he was announcing his retirement, and they had this at Staples. It's that letter that's framed in there. Love to see it. What else? No, the Nola Curry. I didn't. It never quite reached a price point that I was comfortable compared to what else was at that price point. So I didn't. Oh, it's my time. I got a little sound in here. 293. I'm going to stop sharing in case there's some like weird, information that we don't need out in the public there. So let me purchase this pack. And you know what? I'll just rip it if I can. This is the throwback. Jesus, on you. That's a throwback. Rookie of the year next season. I don't know. It's too tough. It's too tough. You want to lean Cade, but I think I got to do more research. We got the pack. Series 2, release 47. Look, I'm notorious for not getting anything in my packs. So here's what I'm going to do. I would open it, but I'm not going to for now. So don't be mad at me. But I want my wife to see this, and I think I can just show her a pack opening and let her experience it. I want her to get excited about this. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Every time I've ripped a pack on the stream, it's been awful. And you can look at all of the videos, and they've been terrible. Rich is saying it's the last Series 2 pack. Don't open. Is it technically the last Series pack? I mean, that might change things. What is the pack number? Let's see. 47. Yeah, you might be right. I've got a base set Series 2 with release 34, release 39, 47, 36. Yeah, maybe. I'm saving these two because like I don't know. I don't need like the triple double one. Maybe there's a jersey number in there. Yeah, everyone wants to open it. Due for a good pack. I appreciate that, Ross, but I don't think it's going to happen. Jared, what do we say? Lakers lose to the Nets if you don't rip it back. Not happening. There will be 2 more. See, Mihao knows there will be 2 more Series 2 drops with the stress test. Okay, so that might change things. The site broke fair in Portland. That's not good. I'm glad I just got it in time. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Also, Deep Thread, how you're recovering from like a 3-hour power stream. That was a lot. I watched a little bit in the beginning. I was like, oh, great. This is fun. I dipped away, did my thing. And then Greg texts me and says, they're still going. I said, what do you mean they're still going? He said, they're still live. So we had a fun chat about that. And that's what you saw me jump in. Oh, also, yeah, John Jones, sorry. Jalen Green, I do like as a potential rookie of the year. Yeah, I do like that one. Look, it's not, I don't know. I have a few. I'm going to keep some. I'm always about opening up the packs, but a few of them I said, why not just keep a few as is just to see what it is. For the other ones, like the triple double quest, I'm only keeping them in the sense of maybe there's a jersey number or 1. And once that's done, I'm going to rip it open. There's no point in keeping it. But the other ones I said, I don't know. It doesn't hurt to have a few that you keep. Yeah, Roaring Hammy. I don't know. I will say that I've had Mario, aka Pax. Also, I don't know if he joined the drop. I probably should have reminded him, or maybe he already got 2 of them. He's definitely got some good stuff in these packs. He's come away a winner. Yeah, look at this, right? A quickly 4K in these. It happens. They're sort of base packs for a reason, but you can get lucky like this. So I don't know. Dylan says, can't believe I got a 301 serial. These base packs are 30. Yeah, usually that's where I find myself is those 38K serials, but it can happen. It can happen. Yeah, Paylord, I'm sorry. Welcome to my life. That's usually what happens. And that's, as John Jones saying, yeah, that's how you hold it. Or as Greg confused you for, John Boy Beats said, that's why you hold it. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we might call it unless anyone has any questions. This was more to like, hey, we're getting one, we're doing it. Oh, Jesus. This is, for the record, I did not send this. I think we can all guess who sent this message, right? I think we can all put together the pieces. Look at John Jones got a 4K AE in here. W. Brian Foster, what $3 moments are you sniping? I don't mind getting a few of those. What $3 moments? Rainmaker, 7 unopened packs. I would hold them. If you've held them this long, just hold them. See what happens. Right? Let's see. Greg tried to join after the fact and got 28K. So he's going to wait in line. I don't know if Mike ended up getting one. But I think we're good unless you guys have any questions. This was just, hey, let's wait together. Let's wait together and have some fun. Right? If you get it and you open it, throw it in the Discord. Send it in there. I want to see some screenshots. But I think we did it. I left this open just, for whatever. I like having Top Shot on screen. Right? I like having it. We can look at my collection if you'd like. Got the Lake Show up here. And THT, baby. I also bought this Donovan Mitchell. I thought it was pretty nice. It was like $4 or $5. I'll pull this up. Why not? It's like $4 or $5. It's a pretty sick play. It's on Halliburton. Get it out of here. Right? I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a few Donovan Mitchells in your collection. There's my MPJ. Very happy to see it. Some of my recent purchases. I got some Zions, some Jaws, added more. This is also a sick play that we've talked about. If you haven't really seen it, for a couple of bucks. I think it was $4. I think I paid for this. Look at this dime. Woo. To Sexton. Love it. Yeah, these are some of the things. I've doubled down on these sort of 35K and 10K, 7,500 moments of young players. Devin Booker, this is also a filthy play. This is one that you should have in your collection, not financial advice. If you don't, for cheap. Look at Gobert. Whoop. Look at his teammates. Look at his teammates. That's nice. Defensive player of the year, get out of here. Crossed over. Skates. It's just, see that, buy what you love. This is it. I love that moment. It's super fun. And it's like $4 or $5. I purchased this. There's a lot of controversy there with Dwight Howard. Also, spoiler alert, who's on The Masked Singer last night and revealed as the octopus. So Dwight Howard's back in these streets, baby. Love to see it. I've got a lot of W moments, which I'm very happy about. Got that Griner dunk. Got my Sabrina, which I was happy about. See, this is what we're talking about, opening the packs. This is what I pulled in my last pack. Dante, Joe Ingles, and Taco Fall. No, that's why I'm not opening the pack right now. Then we start to get into THT land, right? More W moments. I think people are sleeping on that. Other ones, we talked about the Lonnie Walker stuff. Cam Reddish, I'm pretty bullish on this year. And then getting more stars, right? Like Steph, MPJ, those man hands. Giannis, I absolutely love this one. I think this is pretty underrated and undervalued. Champ badge and that thumbnail. I think that's an all-around W. People are sleeping. This is one I would say, I know he has a lot of moments, but this is sort of the moment, right? Just because of that thumbnail. Like the actual moment itself is good and solid, but this to me is kind of everything. I like the mint count, challenge reward. I like all of that. Right? No Neil Diamond hands. And if you bring up Smush Parker again, you might have to go on timeout. Slava, I'm okay with. Slava Medvedenko, though. That would be okay. 19 minutes, maybe, yeah. We'll see what he does. Big May said he got that Garland. It's a cool moment, right? That's a fun moment. Triple J, Nance, and Richards 40K. I like Triple J. How many minutes? Yeah, Rocket Silas said. I think 19 is maybe a little bit less, but we'll have to see how it goes. What else? Samaki Walker. These are throwback. Are you just official Laker Nation? I think you might be. Trade you a Macklemore for that taco. Send it over. Let's do it. I'll take it. At least he was a Laker, right? Yeah. LeBron assist. I think that's it. No, we don't need this. I like this take too. Darius Garland breakout year. I've got his MGLE. I got his TST. I like Garland this year. I think he's gonna surprise some folks. Yeah, this is the risk, right? This is the risk. Chris Mim. Remember we thought he was going to be something? Like at least something? Yeah. That's it. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. See you in the Discord. Let me know what you got. I want to see some screenshots, but that's it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out, stress testing. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you got something. And if you open it up or not, it's up to you. But this is it. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to sign off and leave you with, we're just going to, since Mike's not here, I'm just going to play a lot of Mike, right? Let's just embarrass him.
I'm also better than everyone else. How about that? Come at me.
Let's just play all of it.
Shut up.
Yes.
Yeah,
I feel like people are freaking out enough. Why am I the only one losing my mind? What is happening? This is ridiculous.
This is it.
All right, we did it, guys. Let's get out of here. I'm going to end on some Luca magic, and I'll see you in the Discord.